Welcome to the Coast to Coast podcast, hosted by Slam and Jordan.
What's going on, MBL? It is Coast to Coast, episode 7. Probably my favorite episode that we do each season. We didn't really do too many episodes last season, but we're looking to change that this season, try to get on a regular schedule. The holidays, later months, kind of busy for everybody, I think. I'm joined, as always, by my main man, Ray. Ray, what's going on?
What up, Slam? What up, MBL?
Man, we're chilling. It's a Sunday afternoon. Preseason's in full swing. The draft just finished. Free agency just finished. And now it's time for over-unders.
Yeah, man, before we get to that, we got to talk about this draft, man.
Some winners and some losers.
I mean, let's start off with the losers, of course. This had to be, the number one pick had to be probably up there. Got to be top, if not the top, of the worst trades that could have been made for a number one pick. I mean, for the value that the Ravens got immense value. And you were expecting the Packers trading up to number one to grab, a franchise quarterback, even though they already had one, or a franchise defensive difference maker. But they take a tight end. I mean, you traded away 3 superstar players for a tight end. I'm perplexed, Slam. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I guess they know what they're doing. They know what they wanted, but for a tight end?
Tight end's a weird position. I have weird thoughts and feelings on the tight end because I think with the way that a lot of MBL defenses play, the tight end is a very valuable piece to the offensive puzzle. However, I also feel like you can get away with having a lesser tight end. Like they can step in and get you 800, 900 yards and, 8 touchdowns simply because they're a little faster than normal. Unless you have one of the elites of the elite, the Mark Andrews, the Travis Kelce's, the Kyle Pitts, but there's not many tight ends out there like that. And looking at Zay Bryan,
he ain't it.
He's not that.
I can see if this is Kyle Pitts, man. If he was 6'6", ran like a Mustang. Now, don't get me wrong, he's fast, right?
Yeah, he's fast.
Zay's 6'2", 250. He's not showing me generational talent, number one pick talent. I just feel like, Green Bay had a move. I think they were looking at a certain quarterback. And I believe once they got that quarterback in-house, they felt as though maybe he's not the quarterback that's going to surpass Jordan Love. And so they redirected and went tight end. I believe that's what happened.
Right. And here's the saving grace for Green Bay is that they don't really need Zay Bryan to step in and be, I don't even know if he's going to be the second or third option most times, because you have Christian Watson, you have Dave Stanford. They also drafted another wide receiver. When did they draft him? They drafted him top. Yeah, he was pick number 8, Kyrie Townsend. So from the word out of Green Bay is we're trying to build the most dynamic offense as a whole. And I really think that with the addition of Zay Bryan and Kyrie Townsend, I think that they plugged the final 2 pieces in and achieved what they were trying to achieve.
Slam, you do it at the expense of all of your young defensive talent. That was my thing. They traded away all their young defensive talent for offensive weapons.
I mean, there's still plenty of talent on that Green Bay defense.
Is there? They traded away their middle linebacker too.
They
get the number 8.
Yeah, there's some dudes in there. They drafted a middle linebacker. Defense, man, you want to put as many stars as you can on the field on defense, but at the end of the day, the MBL is an offensive-driven league, and so I think Green Bay is going to look to try to just score more points than their opponent. Their favorite method of defense will be best offense.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Well, congrats to the Ravens. And Green Bay could easily close.
They could,
but yeah, definitely congrats to the Ravens.
They're Green Bay's definitely grown up a little bit, gotten a little sexier, I think, after what I said they were last year. But we'll get into that shortly.
Really, you think they're better?
I mean, I just think that, like I said, a lot of these games come down to who has the ball last. Which defense can make that one stop or that one play. So, I think I think everyone is going to be afraid of that offense, I think. But like I said, we'll get into that here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the quarterback that they passed on. Well, there was 3 quarterbacks, I guess. You had John Hearns, who went number 2 to Houston. You have Tim Edwards, who went number 4 to Kansas City, replacing Patrick Mahomes. And then you had Paul Waters that went number 11 to New Orleans. On paper, just looking at it objectively, Waters is probably the best of the bunch. But, we got to step on the field and actually play the game. So we'll see who separates themselves. I'd hate to be Tim Edwards. Stepping into Kansas City, having to fill the shoes of Patrick Mahomes. There's definitely going to be some rookie growing pains. At least he has a running back that can kind of shoulder the load.
So Casey has Kenny Pickett there, and Kenny Pickett is the quarterback for now. Tim Edwards is going to sit behind Kenny Pickett, learn the offense. Offensive line is amazing. The running back's amazing. This is an easy situation for Tim Edwards. Everyone else has to come in to be the star.
All right.
He does not have to do so. So I think he probably has the best situation.
That is true, because the other two are stepping in and kind of being expected to perform and kind of pull the franchise, elevate the franchise.
Yeah, they got to start right away. They got to, be everything the team needs them to be. Whereas Tim Edwards, he comes in and, he doesn't have to be the dude right away. He can learn. He can sit. And that also gives the Kansas City Chiefs the opportunity to play Kenny Pickett a little bit. And if that's not the route they're going, they can go ahead and throw their quarterback on the field. And they still have a great offensive line. They still have great running backs. And then you have 2 amazing receivers as well. So Tim Edwards probably has the best situation for any of these quarterbacks to succeed. I believe that John Hearns was the most talented quarterback coming out of this draft. We'll see how he does in Houston. But again, Houston had a superstar quarterback that they just traded for. Traded with Stroud, got Atkinson. Atkinson played horribly last year. And, they ended up with the number 2 pick and they spent it on a quarterback. So it looks like Hearns is going to be the guy moving forward. So, we'll see what happens there.
Hey, very well. I guess the last draft bit for me, I think we have to talk about the Buffalo Bills, who apparently had the top-rated draft. I'm gonna try to pull up their roster real quick, so we can check out who they got. All right, did they really draft an 86 overall running back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
round 2 like that.
Yeah, man.
Round two. They got Marquise Sherman. And, I mean, you talk about being a dog. He's about to step in, and he's about to just take the reins for that team. Great situation for him. You know, so feel bad for Damian Harris because his job is gone. He's going to run behind this dude. And
Okay.
So, yeah. Marquise Sherman. He's about to be a dog. Second round pick.
Marquise Sherman, and they picked a cornerback, picked another halfback. I mean, I guess you know, see what you got. But Marquise Sherman, probably the steal of the draft. All right, everybody, we have a special guest sitting in with us today. He's here to do some over-unders with us, and he also has some thoughts on the draft. I'm really interested to hear what he has to say. I'm sure Ray is as well. So everyone, welcome Mr. T4 Verts, Sonny.
Wow, I actually got a round of applause. I love that.
Yeah, you got some claps from me.
I like it.
But we Ray and I were just talking about the Green Bay Packers and their odd off-season tactics. We hit on the running back in Buffalo, we hit on some quarterbacks, but there's something that we weren't talking about that you had some thoughts on. So let us know.
Yeah, so I think the thing that was interesting to me as I watched the draft unfold was the Las Vegas Raiders, right? You look at the Las Vegas Raiders, they drafted 5 offensive linemen. Kind of a wild run of offensive linemen. And not just any offensive linemen. Some of the best offensive linemen in this draft class. You look at this draft class, and it's reminiscent to what the Jacksonville Jaguars did 2 seasons ago. I don't think their class is quite as good as that. But nonetheless, they probably pull out 3 starters right out of the gate, out of the draft. They also got a really nice cornerback in Junior Ivy. This Las Vegas Raiders team has really done something impressive that they haven't done this whole cycle so far, and that's actually put together a solid draft.
Well, their draft was good enough for a top 10 ranking. They are ranked number 9, just behind the Buccaneers and just ahead of the Saints. And yes, like you said, they did draft a couple of solid offensive linemen. You got a left tackle that you hope can step in. They traded Colton Miller, correct?
Oh, yeah. Traded him to division rival Chiefs.
That doesn't make sense to me, but, it is what it is.
What's wild? What's wild is that this team going into the season has 18 offensive linemen. And I'm just sitting here wondering, it's like, why do you have so many offensive linemen on the roster? Like, what's going on with that?
They're gonna win in the trenches.
Starts 18.
Right? Like
they gotta win in the trenches.
Well, when they inevitably cut some of those offensive linemen, I know that there's a couple teams that probably will be eager to scoop some of those players up, my team included. So let's get down to business. Why we're actually here. Season 54 is just around the corner. We've got 2 weeks left before it starts. And everybody wants to know how many games each team is going to win. Sonny, are you familiar with our over-under podcast?
I'm pretty sure I understand how to do this.
All right, let's go. So we're going to start off in the AFC East with the Miami Dolphins at 6.5 games. Ray, over-under.
Give me these Dolphins. They gotta figure out at some point, Mike. But yeah, give me under. I gotta take the under on the Dolphins. At some point, they'll figure it out. I like the Dolphins because they'll give you a stretch where they look really good. I mean, they swept the Bills last season, and the Bills are a playoff team. But then other games that you would figure they'll keep the momentum going, they kind of falter a little bit. But 6 games is still kind of wild for me. This roster is just getting older, and the young talent is not producing as well. So I'll take the under.
All right. Sonny, Miami Dolphins over under.
So I think the line is the culprit here. 6.5, that's a big number for the Dolphins. When you look at the last couple seasons for them, that's just outside of the reach. I think if you would have set the line at 5.5, I would have taken the over. But 6.5, I am gonna also agree and go under.
All right. Well, I'm not. My parents always said I was a follower, so going under as well. Not really. I don't think my parents ever said that. But, All right, Buffalo Bills. Have them set to win the division at 11.5. Ray.
They won a division at 10 games last season. 11.5. That's still AFC's tough, man. And they have that number one schedule. I don't see 11.5 happening. I'll take the under.
All right, Sonny.
Yeah, do we know who their counterpart division they're playing this year is? I think AFC North, we've got the South, so I guess maybe they've got the West.
Let's see. Give me two.
They got the AFC
seconds.
West.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe the Bills they win a couple there at the Jets, and that's and I'm also trying to figure out like who they've got in the NFC. I think I'm going under there. Again, I think that these lines are just maybe a half a win to a win too high for my blood. So I think I'm going to take the under.
All right, the under there. Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to keep this all organized here. Oh no, Ray, we didn't even talk about what we did last. We didn't even talk about how well we did last year.
Yeah, what'd I do? What was my numbers, man?
We can figure that out after we finish.
All right, do it after. Yeah, do it after. I want to see if I betted you. If I did better than
I mean, I am the reigning champion, but Buffalo. We're talking about Buffalo, who they have to play in the NFC. Do we figure out who they play in the NFC? I'm pulling up their schedule.
I don't have it pulled up. Pull it up. I don't have it.
I'm pulling it up. It looks like cool. Neon Sports rocks, and it won't show me.
Yeah, you got to look on game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're not there, but yeah, I'm gonna go under with all of you guys as well on that. Yeah, who set these lines? Crazy person. Anyway, the Jets 7.5. Great.
7.5. Those Jets, man. I mean, Brees can only take them so far, but 7.5 is too steep. I'm going under.
All right. Mr. Sonny.
Are we ever going to get like a tantalizing line here? Because I feel like these are all just, again, a win too high. You told me Jets 6.5. I'm taking that over, but I don't know. Let's go under. I'm going to go under. I just don't have a lot of faith in that division in general, I think.
I mean, that's and I think that's kind of what makes setting some of these lines a little difficult is you don't want to hammer everyone, but then at the same time, you're just kind of like, it's a division that just doesn't have much. Actually, I don't want to say talent.
Okay, so I actually have the Jets schedule pulled up here. What did we say that line was? 8.5 or 7.5? 8.5? 7.5. All right. Browns.
We need to find 8 wins.
Browns, no. Packers, no. Patriots, I'll give them one of those. Raiders, I'll give them one. That's 2. Patriots again. Let's call it a split. Broncos, they lose that. Bills, maybe 1. We'll say maybe 3. Vikings, let's give it to them 4. Dolphins 5. Bears, maybe 6. Chiefs, no. Chargers 7. Bills, no. Lions, no. Rams, actually, Rams and Dolphins. I'm taking the over. I changed my vote.
You gonna take it over?
I'm gonna take the over on that. I think they figure it out. I'm gonna go over on this. I think they land just above the cut.
All right. I'm fading Sonny and going under. Something will happen.
Jets fans like that though. They like to hear that. I like that.
Yeah, somebody will get hurt. Something will happen. New England Patriots 9.5. Ray.
Patriots, man. They got a new quarterback.
They're
quarterback. Brian Robinson. Again, the whole offense on his back. The defense got worse. They got older. Lost Udon. Lost Khalil Mack. I'm going under.
All right. Sonny?
You said 9.5. I'm going under. I just ran the math here. I've got them at 8. So I'll take the under on that.
All righty. Yeah, sorry, Dad. Going under 2. Yeah, I don't have much faith in New England personally. They surprised us season 52, and yeah, I think it was just that, a surprise. Okay, moving over to the NFC East. Philadelphia Eagles 7.5.
Right. Dang, the Giants just went to the Super Bowl. Commanders got better. I think the Cowboys going to be a new look Cowboys team. Dang, 7.5. They lost A.J. Brown. They lost Slay. They lost a lot of talent. Yeah, they're going to go. They're going under. It's under.
All right.
Under for me.
Sonny?
What did we say? 7.5?
7.5.
Dang. I got them under. I've got them at 7 wins. All right. We're going under.
Okay.
Good line.
Riding with the OG. Let's go over. Philly, over. Let's go. Dallas Cowboys, 8.5. New owner, new coach, new system, 8.5 wins. Ray?
Over.
All right. Respects Eric G's game. Sonny?
So that's a problem for me because I haven't seen Eric play in years. So it's like, looking at the schedule's pretty easy though. I think I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice and say over as well.
All right. Well, I like to go against the grain. My parents always told me I march to the beat of my own drummer.
Wait a minute.
Dallas Cowboys under. Sorry, Eric. Eric's he's got to figure it out. We're gonna, the game's changed since he's been around.
That's true. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
I think some of these dudes are gonna let him know. So there we go. Washington Commanders got them finishing second in the division at 9.5.
Ooh, 9.5 for the Commanders. I don't like that line for them. They're going under that. Ooh. Yeah.
Did they make the playoffs last year?
I think they lost on like a tiebreaker, didn't they? Oh, did they get in? Oh, they had a chance to win the division. When they had that issue at the end of the year where the game didn't save or whatever, they had a chance to win the division, but they did get in. You're right.
No, they got in.
Yeah, they got in, but they almost
got in.
won the division.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So who did they play? They played.
Did they play the Giants?
Possibly. Yeah, they played the Giants. Exactly. Yeah, the Giants beat them. That's what happened. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then what are you, Sonny? Over, under, 9.5?
Trying to do math real quick here. Tough schedule. I'm going to go ahead and say somebody's got to win.
Somebody has to.
Give me the over. Somebody's got to win some games in the division, right? I'll go over.
Yeah. All right. I rock with Miller heavily, so he's going over for sure. Yes, got it.
Lone Wolf.
And the New York Giants to repeat as division champs at 10.5. Ray?
Under.
Oh?
Under. This is a new division, man.
All right.
It's going to be a dogfight. I like the Cowboys a lot. The Giants got to figure out that quarterback situation. I don't know if Daniel Jones got that magic in on this season again, but we'll see.
All right. Sonny?
Yeah, I'm going under. I think it was a little bit of mirage last year. You don't go 2 seasons the way you are and then just bump out like that. So I think it gets checked a little bit this year. I think it comes back down to earth.
Hey, can we just go back and just revisit these Super Bowl losers? So Tampa Bay, a couple of seasons ago, lost in the Super Bowl. What did they do the next season? Missed the playoffs. The next team up was the 49ers and lost in the Super Bowl. What did they do the next season? I mean, they went to the playoffs, but they couldn't really get the train rolling like they did.
I mean, I'll tell you,
they won 12 games and they faltered out in that. Yeah, they've won 12 games and they faltered out in the playoffs. So I'm surprised. I want to see what these Giants do as far as their response to losing in the Super Bowl. Will Daniel Jones bounce it back and say, "Hey, we running this thing back," or will Well, he struggled a little bit, and now all of a sudden he has a short leash, and that rookie quarterback, not rookie now, but that number 1 pick quarterback is sitting there. And so he looks tantalizing. And they might put him in, so we'll see what happens. I'm interested to see.
What you said about the Super Bowl losers, I think that this is the change. I don't think that they're good enough to make it back to the Super Bowl per se, but I definitely think they win the division, and I'll give them 1 playoff win as well for sure. So I'm going over the 10.5. All right, jumping across to I'm pretty sure everyone would say the toughest division in MBL currently, the AFC North. Defending AFC North champion Baltimore Ravens? No. Cincinnati Bengals, yes?
Nah, he got it.
Oh.
Ravens won that one.
You got it on the tiebreaker.
Defending. All right. Defending AFC North champion Baltimore Ravens, 13.5, Ray.
They won 15 last season. You know, the season before that, I mean, yeah, it was off and on. I think 13.5. I think that's a strong number, but I think they'll reach it. This is one of those divisions where they kind of beat up on themselves. But then again, you know, Pittsburgh is kind of
gotta look at everything.
Ooh, hold on. That's a change. And who's the AFC North playing? Which division?
NFC South.
You don't know?
Or AFC South, sorry. So you got the AFC and NFC South. So you got both Souths.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to say under. Under on the Ravens.
Okay.
Let's make it interesting.
Sonny, I'm going to go with over. He does get JB. He is going to get to play the Broncos. But his other NFC teams, the Giants, I don't think that's tough sledding it off for him. So give me the over. I think he probably wins 14.
I'm going to say he's winning 13 games. He's going under 13.5. Yeah. He's gonna lose a couple more division games this year. So
God, I hope so.
Going third. Yeah, me the same. All right, everyone's favorite lovable losers, the Cleveland Browns. Ray, they're at 10.5.
10.5.
Sandbagging that line.
10.5.
10.5 for the Browns.
Nah, that's a playoff team. But they did lose a lot of key pieces this offseason. So they're going under for me.
They're
going under,
linemen. Lost
Yeah.
a couple linemen.
They're going under, bro.
Sonny.
Oh, I just looked at the schedule. The schedule shakes out really easy on the front end and then gets really, really kind of tough down the back end. I see 9 wins. I think a 10th. You could steal one maybe from Pittsburgh. Maybe I screw one up. I'll give you the over. I'll give you the over. I'll call it 11. I'll take the over.
All
I'll
right.
have some faith.
Yeah, we're gonna sweep Pittsburgh. We're gonna win one. We're gonna steal one from the Ravens too. So we'll do it. This is the year, season 54. Let's go. Yeah, man. I'm going to. Ray never picks against himself, or he never picks, but I always pick. So I'm going over too. Let's do it. Confidence. Pittsburgh. So I mean, I don't think this will come as a surprise. I think this is the only division where all the over-unders, everyone's double-digit wins. So Pittsburgh, 11.5.
Dang, 11.5.
With Pat Mahomes. I mean, you got to remember, Pittsburgh had a bad year last year. Was Pickett hurt? What happened?
Pickett wasn't hurt.
Hurt. That was the
honestly,
problem.
Pickett got better. Pickett got better, honestly. But you know, I don't know what happened to him. Slow start, and it just never got back.
All right. Well,
11 wins.
we got Mahomes in there now. So
yeah. Hey, TJ Watt back on the defense. But 11 is steep. I take the under.
all right.
I'm going to take the under too. That schedule, I'm not sure there's 11 wins for him.
mean, I respect Mahomes, but yeah, I'm going to say under as well on Pittsburgh. I still think they get close to the double-digit wins. They're going to flirt with 10, I think. Maybe 11, maybe. You never know. All right, moving on to Cincinnati, also at 13.5. Ray.
The Ravens had 13.5 too, right?
Yes.
Man, this is high. I'll take the under. Give me the under.
Sonny, you picking against yourself?
It's tough. That's a big number. I think I've been over that number 2 times, only fell below it 1 time. I do get the Panthers, and I get the Colts to open, and I get the Panthers. So outside the division, I got a decent tough schedule. Division I think's better. I think I win 13. I'm going to go under. I think I win 13. All right.
Nah, you win the division this year. You win it by more than a game. But you're going over. Yeah.
Somebody's got
Over.
faith.
I got. Yeah. All right. Jumping across the NFC North. This should be a fun one. This one's kind of all over the place too, because you don't really know where any of these teams are going to be. So we're going to start it off with the Detroit Lions. 12.5. So Sonny, we'll start with you. 12.5 over under.
Oh, that's a big number for the Lions. But they're playing better. I think they were playing better before they went on a cruise last year.
Yeah, they took a trip.
Yeah. Looking through the schedule.
I think they were.
Doesn't look scary. I'll take that over.
Yeah. Detroit is one of those teams that usually gets better as the cycle goes along. So, yeah, they're going to dominate the division at least one time. So, I'm going to go over as well. If they play all 17 games, they're going to win more than 12.5. Detroit, 12.5 over, under. Ray.
12.5. Ooh, in that division. Nah, under 12.5. At 12 exactly.
Right. Minnesota. Minnesota claims they love their offense. They love their new look offense. They say their receivers are nice. They have some confidence. The book does not. We got them at 6.5. Ray, over, under.
Under.
Sonny.
Is that the lowest? I know you gave the Lion or the Dolphins the same number. Is that the lowest number, or we gotta get a lower number here?
There is. It appears that there's one number lower.
Okay, so we're saying they are the worst.
And actually, when I'm thinking about that lower number, I actually think that it should probably be higher, because there are circumstances that keep that particular team's number low, but those circumstances have changed. So we'll get to that when we get there. We can adjust that number if we have to.
All right. Well, let me see. I'm looking at this. I got 3 wins. Let's call that one. Nope.
Oh, no. I apologize. There's another number lower, too.
Okay. Well, just looking at this, I think they're only going to get 5 wins, so I'm going to go under.
Yeah. I got to go under as well for the Vikings. No, I'm going over. That quarterback's going to take a step forward this year. And he's good for a win and a half on his own. So, yeah, I say they get to 7 wins. Green Bay. Everyone's team everyone's watching this year with the supposed greatest show on turf. I believe he coined that phrase. The Green Bay Packers, 12.5 wins. Ray.
I spoke on the Packers earlier. I do not believe this defense will hold up enough for them to get over 12 wins. I think they're going under.
All right. Sonny?
got him at 10 wins. Give me 10, so I'll take the under.
Ooh. 10. Whew.
I mean,
10
what, they
wins
had
is
10
weak.
last year, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there. And that was with the Lions out.
Yep.
Oh,
and the,
man,
and the
that's
Bears
brutal.
swept them. The Bears swept them last year.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be... You got 2 rookies stepping in on offense that are going to need to be contributors. Jordan Love had a whole offseason thinking he was going to get replaced. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to win 13 shootouts. So I'm going to go under as well. Chicago, 7.5. Ray.
7.5 for Chicago? Really? They're going way over that. This team is good. I don't know what happened to them last year, but I believe they'll be a playoff team this year. They'll be over.
So here's the
Sonny?
thing about Chicago. There's already a quarterback controversy there. We see them trying to figure out what they're going to do with Fields. If they make the switch to Howlett, they're going to move Field. Then the question becomes, how good will they actually be? What was that number again? 7.5?
7.5.
I will take that over with the caveat that if they trade Fields, it's an under. But as of right now, on this day, I'll say over.
I am going to... There was talk, and I think it has to do with the quarterback. I think there was talk of a coordinator change on the offensive side of the ball. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody keeps track, so there's no way to know. But I don't think many people get better after a coordinator change. So I'm going under. All right, jumping across. This is the lowest number on the board. Jacksonville Jaguars, 2.5, Ray.
I think part of me wants to see them get over that. And, I'm trying to think of how this team got better. And they had a pretty good draft, but I just don't think those rookies are gonna really turn the team around. I think I'm trying to debate if they get that third. Sonny, you see their schedule? What's their schedule look like?
Yeah, so they're...
I want to see if I can capture 3 wins.
They're Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Giants, Ravens, Dolphins. So they have a shot there. Dolphins. Vikings, maybe. Vikings have done crazier things. Chargers. That run right there, Dolphins, Vikings, Chargers, is probably where they're going to have to find them. Then they go Bengals, Eagles, Cowboys, Texans, Titans, Colts, Commanders, Titans, Colts. So, I mean, maybe you steal one from the Titans because he does some stupid stuff sometimes, But really, that Chargers, Vikings, Dolphins run is where you have to find those 3, I think.
Yeah, they're going under. They're going under. That's a tough schedule. They're going under.
Yeah, man, under on a 2.5 is pain. But I think it is reality. Sonny, you said under 2, right?
Yeah, I'll go under.
Yeah, I don't see them beating the Vikings, Dolphins, or Chargers. So, yeah, I'm going hard under as well. Another number 1 pick coming to... Well, hopefully he doesn't trade it. But, yeah, another number 1 pick coming to Jacksonville. Houston Texans, this is a polarizing team. 9.5, Ray.
Under. That rookie's gonna be slinging it. He's talented, but he's gonna make some mistakes, man. It's gonna cost him some games. They're going under that.
Sonny?
They get the AFC North, so they're going to get a lot of tough ones. And then they get, looks like the NFC East. 9.5, I'm going to go under.
Yes, I'm going under as well. Last year was, they said it was the quarterback. It's going to be the quarterback again this year because you got to struggle through those growing pains. So under as well. Tennessee Titans, they feel they got better. The book has them 1 game better. Oh, book has them 2 games better, actually. Titans, 8.5, Ray.
8.5. Whew. I'm really trying to think about how they got better. On paper, they still look like the same team to me. I'll give them the under.
Man, not a lot of love for the AFC
That
South.
schedule's tough. That AFC North schedule is tough, man.
Well, the Titans also have the Lions in there as well. So they got the Lions. The Titans also have the Chiefs. Like, Titans have a legit tough ass schedule.
Yeah, they
Well,
ain't gonna make it.
I'm going under.
This is
They ain't gonna make it.
all right. I think we're all going under there. The AFC South potentially could have all unders.
If you say a high behind number for the Colts, yeah.
Okay,
We're going.
Here we go.
Colts. 13.5, Ray.
There it is.
Yeah.
13.5
Awful
for the
number.
Colts. Nah, that's
Awful
an under,
number.
man.
Who takes that?
That's an under, man. That's under. Again, AFC North mixed in there. Then where they going? They got the Ravens in there.
The Packers.
I don't know.
Lions.
I don't see it. 14 wins for that. No, they're Super Bowl champs. Don't get me wrong. They might be able to keep that momentum going, but no, I think that's under. Still a talented team though.
Yeah,
Team.
I gotta go under. I mean, they were a 10-win team last year, right? 10 or 11 wins. They had a really magical run, but to think they're gonna hop in and only lose, 3 games on the year, no way.
To me, it's a focus thing. It's a whether or not, because once you win, you kind of, all right, cool, I did it. Can they get back up to do it again? Yeah, I mean, 13.5 is probably high. I definitely think they get over 10 for sure, but I don't think they get 14. Yeah, you're right.
So that's
Maybe 12.
that's a good point that you made right there. Is you're saying that they got the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that they get complacent, but you're saying do they get back to the
Right.
level that they were during the playoffs? And that's a good point. I mean, it's a tough road to go back to back. We saw the Ravens do it, but now can the Colts meet that expectation as well? Can they go back to back? Yeah,
And
we'll see.
the Colts themselves are the reason why I asked, because I believe there was a statement out of their camp where they mentioned, I forgot what it was off the top of my head, but I believe there was a quote about doing that, something to that effect. So they're the reason why I even said it in the first place. So it looks like we're all going under on the AFC South. All right. Jumping over to the NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons, kind of just a perennial, can we call an NFL team or an MBL team, a mid-major? Because I think that's what the Atlanta Falcons are. 9.5, Ray.
Man. I mean, every season I'm so excited for this Falcons team, and every season
You are.
they just let me down. I've said it time and time again on this podcast that I believe the Falcons have the best roster, top to bottom, in the NBL, and yet they can't make the playoffs. And it's disheartening to me. This is, what are we doing with these weapons?
Let's go with this. I think the Atlanta Falcons have a really tough schedule this year. The NFC South and the AFC North are playing. Obviously, Carolina's going to give them the business. I think they can steal some from the Bucs. No scariness there. You got the Saints. What did we say that number was? 8.5?
9.5 for the Falcons.
Way under. We're going way under. Under.
Yep. I'm under as well. Don't even really need to explain it. I'm not a. Yeah, it is what it is.
Come on,
They're
Falcons,
under.
do something.
Well, I mean, you're on track.
New Orleans.
You're out there saying the best roster in MBL. Get out of here. Roster's not even good.
I say Ray loves that Falcons team. I haven't seen it, but I let him have it.
I did.
New Orleans Saints. The book expects them to take a step forward, 8.5. Ray.
Man, they got a new quarterback in town. They got a new quarterback. But for Walters to lead this team to 9 wins, maybe he does something magical. I don't know. I have hope for this team, man. And I'm gonna say they're going.
I do too.
9 wins this season. This is their season. Saints up. I'll give them the over.
All right.
9 wins. I like it.
Sonny.
All right, we're going to go through it right here. And I'm not going to say anything. I just want to read this out loud, and then I want you to tell me what this is. Vikings. Lions. Buccaneers. Steelers. Bengals. Falcons.
Oh, poor guy.
Raiders. Got one there. Bears. Bucks. Cowboys. Panthers. Rams. Falcons. Packers. Ravens. Panthers. Browns. That's an under if I've ever seen one.
Poor Saints.
I counted out a few. I think they get.
There's no way. Maybe.
Come on, Saints up.
Hey, maybe Cougs is gonna be on vacation. Maybe Bomber goes on another cruise. Maybe Bengals get hit by a bus. Yeah, I can see it. Maybe.
Who they nation? Let's go.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a crazy under. As much as I love the Saints, that's a hard under.
I'm watching you, Waitish. Let's do it.
Ooh. Yeah. Tampa Bay Bucks, 9.5. Will they regain some form? Tampa Bay, the book also, well, no, actually the book has them taking a step back based off the line. Tampa Bay, 9.5.
Tampa Bay, 9.5. They go under because the Saints win it. So Saints about to swoop.
Oh, damn.
I do think they go under. I do believe in the Saints, but again, they got the North, man. The AFC North is tough. Some tough schedules, man, out there. I think they go under.
Sonny?
So this one's interesting. Because the schedule is for some reason a little bit more favorable, I think, here. For whatever reason, maybe it's perception. I'm going to go under, but I think it's going to be really close. I think they're going to be sitting at 9, knocking on the door of 10. But I'm going to say under, but I could easily see this one over. They just got to steal one of these wins. So I'll say under.
I'm going to give them the steal on one of those wins. I'm going to say over, and the Buccaneers make a return to the playoffs. Let's go Tampa Bay. Carolina, the regular season champions all the time. Can they do it again? 14.5, Ray.
14.5. I mean, they are regular season champs, but the schedule gets a little tougher this season. Then they go under.
Let's just talk about this schedule, because this is actually the hardest schedule I think they've faced in MBL. So they do have the Lions week 3. Week 4, they have the Broncos. Week 5, they have the Packers. Week 6, they have the Bengals. Week 7, they have the 49ers. Look at that run right there. That is a crazy run. Then they come back in 12 with the Browns, 13 with the Ravens. I think, they've got potentially 5 or 6 really tough games this year. I'm going to take the under. I think this is George or JB's toughest year. I'm going to take the under.
I'm also going to take the under, but there's no way. I still think they win the NFC. So, yeah, I'll take the under, but I still have them winning the NFC.
NFC regular season or NFC playoff? Yeah, Super Bowl.
Oh, yes, NFC regular season. They will be the 1 seed.
Okay.
I still have them as the 1 seed.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right, jumping back across. This is a fun one. The AFC West. Kansas City Chiefs, new quarterback, 9.5. Oh, 2 new quarterbacks, 9.5.
Chiefs, they go over 9.5.
All right.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, that
Sonny?
feels like a low number. Although they do have the NFC West. And I think, Seahawks and 49ers give them some trouble. I'm going to stay under. I'm going to say the Chiefs coming in at 9 wins. I think they underestimated how good Patrick Mahomes was, and they're about to get a shock in dealing with quarterbacks that aren't nearly as accurate or have nearly as strong an arm, because not knowing how fast that ball is going to get to the other side of the field is a shock.
Yep, that's the one. Mahomes leaving, that changes your whole offense, and teams don't necessarily have to be afraid of both the run and the pass on any given down. So yeah, I'm gonna go under 9.5 as well. If they do go over 9.5, it's because Pacheco runs for like 2,000 yards or something. So there you go. Las Vegas Raiders. Real good feel-good story last year. The book kind of likes them again this year. 8.5. Ray.
What did they get last year? They got 8 last year, right? I think they got 8 last year.
I think so. Yeah, there was
almost playoff team.
Yeah, there was playoff talk.
Yeah, a team to get. I believe they got better. Defensively, of course, adding Chris Jones helps tremendously. But I do think they go under. Again, schedule-wise, I think the teams around them are getting better as well. But yeah, this team is still rolling. I like them.
Sonny.
I'm confused. Did he say under, but I like them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under. Yeah.
But
under,
in a nice way.
Because yeah, in a nice way. I think the roster is getting there, getting better. Yeah, but I still believe they're not gonna be nice.
Their whole season is going to be dictated by the first 8 weeks of this season. They start with the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Chargers, the Jets, the Browns, the Saints, the Cardinals, the Chargers. Right? I think that's if they don't come out of that with 7 wins, they ain't hitting that, right? Because then you're going Broncos, Bills, 49ers, Chiefs, Rams, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Seahawks. Like, it gets so much harder in the back half. So they can make a really nice run early, but then you get into this issue of can Fat play that good for the first, in consecutive weeks. I don't think you can't even know the schedule set up too. I'm going to take the under, but don't be surprised if they are sitting at the halfway point of six-ish wins and looking pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm going under on that as well. Even though that the first half of the schedule, like you said, is definitely easier than the back half, but I don't think for a team like Las Vegas, any of those games that you mentioned are gimmies. Like, gonna have to earn every single one of them if you do it, and the ball is oddly shaped. It bounces funny sometimes. So I'm going under on Las Vegas. So the Chargers. This is the number that I say might need to be changed, because the Chargers are a talented team and they weren't all in last year. But this year, I believe they're all in. And so the book currently has them at 5.5. But if they're all in, I definitely think they're better than 5.5. So we'll play it at 5.5. But we'll keep it at 5.5. But like I said, if they're all in, I think they're definitely better than 5.5. Ray?
They won 5 games last season, not all in. So yeah, I'm gonna go over.
All right.
Team is, they're progressing. They'll get over that.
Okay, Sonny.
I question this roster though. And they lost Bosa, right? Derwin James and Herbert are there. They got some help on the offensive line. But I don't think their defense is going to be very good. I think it's going to be hard for them to stop anybody. So I'm gonna go with the under. I don't think they stop him.
Okay. Yeah, like I gotta stay true. Like I said, if they're all in and they play 17 games, they're winning more than 6 or 5. Yeah, they're winning more than 5.5. So, yeah, I'm going over. Denver. Ray's gonna abstain like he always does. Sonny, 14.5.
Ooh,
Denver.
that's a big number. That's a big number. Let me look at the schedule. I think we talked about it earlier, right? They're gonna have to play the Panthers. That looks like this year. They got the 49ers. They got the Seahawks. We got the Ravens. I mean, that's 4 really tough games right there. So they lose all of those. Oh, they have the Colts too. Did they lose all of those? I don't think so. They can lose, let's say, 3 of them and start at the over. I'll take the over. I think they split on those. I'll take the over on that.
All right. I always ride with my man. Yeah, we're going over. Oh no, I took the under on him last year. Oops.
Messed that up.
I was about to say, we talking about always. I'm like, wait, what?
I think it hit though. I think the under hit.
What was the over on last year?
Yeah,
The over under it was same. It stayed the same.
15.5? Oh, I had 15 wins last year.
You had 15 wins?
Yeah.
He was tied with me and Drew.
I mean, you know,
All right.
lost in a playoff, but dang.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all right. Whatever. Anyway,
Patience, man.
yeah. Jumping over to the NFC West, the San Francisco 49ers, can they keep it up? 13.5. Ray.
TJ Watt done left him. And no more Christian McCaffrey. I think that's going to be that's going to be the biggest loss. Of course, no George Kittle. They didn't really use Kittle, but he was heavy in the run game. Of course, run block. What was the number? I missed that. I'm sorry.
13.5.
Oh no, they're not. 13 is too high. I believe they're a good team, but not a 14-win team. So I'll go under that.
All right. Sonny.
Schedule, right? So if they 14 wins means they can lose 3. So they got the Broncos, they got the Chiefs. They got JD. A couple Seahawks games, will probably split those. I'm actually gonna take the over. Their schedule, they've got 3 or 4 tough games, but I don't think they lose them all. I'll take the over on it.
I'm not very tapped in, but what Ray mentioned about the pieces that they lost, I don't quite think that they were. Man, losing CMC hurts. They lost. They didn't lose anybody in the receiving room, but it's not very good.
They lost Kittle.
Yeah.
Kittle's not there.
Well, they also lost Jared.
You're talking about receivers.
Yeah. I'm going hard under, and I'll enjoy every bit.
Actually, I'd like to change my vote. I forgot about it. They lost Ward in the secondary. They lost Watt. Like they didn't lose more than that. I thought maybe they can overcome Kittle and CMC, but I forgot they also lost some guys off that defense too. So I'm going to change my vote. I'm going to go under as well.
Hey, they
14 wins tough.
They added 78 overall Khalil Mack.
That they did.
Yeah.
Very impressed with that.
Seattle. This is about the time Seattle turns into a real monster. We're getting to that point of the cycle. So the book has them at 12.5. Ray.
So starting quarterback is Justin Keys, rookie. I believe he was first round pick or second round pick. I can't remember which round, but they added Chris McCaffrey as well. All for the 49ers. That's probably the biggest jump that they made. You're going to see this team and be better than they were last year. This roster is talented and young, and I think they go over that. I like them.
All right.
Ooh.
Sonny.
So this one's tough. Because Keys has 78 throw under pressure. 72 break sack. 75 speed. So Mans isn't going to be able to run much with him. I don't know. Like I'm a little nervous about this. I know that's Banana's shtick. Is he takes bad quarterbacks, makes them good. I get it. That's a tough one. The number was 13.5. He's always said 12.5.
12.5.
That one makes me feel a little bit better. 12.5. The schedule. Any heavy hitters in here from the AFC they got to play? Just Jordan. Yeah, I'll take the over on that. Schedule's not too bad. I'll take the over.
Let's say this is, like I said, this is transformation time. So I'm going over as well. Yeah. The Rams. I like the Rams. 8.5. Ray.
They just brought in Kyle Hamilton. The roster is getting better every season. Give me the Rams over. I like the Rams.
Oh. All right.
Give me the Rams over.
Sonny.
I had them surprise picks in there, man. Some surprise picks. I like the Rams.
Oh, sir.
They do. I mean, they keep bringing in talent. I gotta appreciate that. Stroud's a solid quarterbacks. This is one of the tougher ones for me because I think it's right there. I think 8-9 is kind of the right place for them to be. I am going to say, though, I'm going to say they go over only because I think Cowboys are better this year, and so some of those wins become harder to come by. Yeah, I'm going to say under. I think they've got some guys that are right on the border with the schedule. I'll say under.
All right. Yeah. Catch the Rams. Fight for a playoff spot. We're going over. Let's go Rams. And then to finish it up, Arizona Cardinals, 7.5.
Now, you talked about switching over coordinators. That's what the Cardinals are doing. I know it's going to be tough sledding, but for what they like to do, I think this playbook's going to fit them. And I think this is their season to be better, but they still go under.
All right.
Tough division.
Sonny.
Man.
Look on the schedule. I think there's some wins here they can find. Go ahead. Screw it. Give me the over. This will be my crazy pick. Give me the over.
Like them Cardinals.
Yeah. Dude, this Cardinals team, man, on paper, it's just, you got talent everywhere. Just got to put it together. Yeah, I think that they trip and fall into 8 wins. So I'm going to take the over myself. Yeah, they're going to find 8. All right. Fun time. Ray, Super Bowl 54. Who you got?
I think every time we discuss our Super Bowl picks, I've put this team in there. Once again, to represent the NFC, I'm going to say finally, Carolina Panthers will get there to the Super Bowl. Their opponent will be the Buffalo Bills. Now, see, I've been picking the AFC team correctly. I had the Colts last year. I can't even remember who I had.
Did.
But I knew the Colts was going to have something. I think this year the Bills got something. And so I think the Bills will make it there. Of course, I'm not choosing myself, or I would. But the Bills, I like the Bills.
What's the score?
Score, let's go 28-35, Panthers.
All right. Sonny, Super Bowl.
It's hard for me to vote against the Panthers, right? I think they finally will break through this year after all the crap we've given them. So give me the Panthers, and then I'm not going to vote against the Ravens, right? The Ravens just find their way back there. Last year they got upset, but I'll play the averages here and say Ravens, Panthers, with the Ravens yet again winning another Super Bowl. say 24-21.
24-21 Ravens. All right. I'm rolling with my NFC pick for both seasons too. 'Cause I think that this person finally decides to pull their head out and actually do it. Seattle going to ride the rookie quarterback to the Super Bowl. And Seattle is going to face it's between since he's breaking through this time. And Seattle's going to shock Cincy 28-21 to win Super Bowl 54. There it is.
Anyone besides Bananas would have been okay, but that can't happen. Sorry, sir. It won't happen. Can't lose to Bananas.
Can't happen, won't happen. We'll see at the end of the year. But this is always the fun one. And to everyone out there listening, I'm going to put together a little Google Doc with all these over-unders, and hopefully some of you decide to play along, and we'll see who's the champion at the end of the year. We'll do something nice. So, Coast to Coast, Sonny, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We should definitely do it more often. Anyone else out there from MBL, if you want to come and hang out with Ray and I, we're nice. We'll talk to you. We'll hang out. We'll hear your opinions. Hopefully laugh a little bit. Come join us. We want more participation. But Ray, any closing thoughts?
Go day. Go Saints.
All right. Man, still riding the Saints. Sonny.
Who dat? Go Bengals. The Saints are who dat.
Oh.
Thanks for rooting for me.
All right. Yeah,
Wait,
of course.
So if Saints says who they, who that? So Saints is who that?
Yeah.
I'm getting confused.
Bengals are who dat. So
confused.
you've been rooting for me all show. I'm just letting you go.
Dang, I done said the wrong thing the whole time. Look at y'all. Appreciate you correcting. Slam ain't gonna correct. That's crazy.
I mean, like I said, I'm not really tapped in. I've known one Bengals fan in my entire life, and I think he used to yell it all the time. So,
hey man, when
that
you
was
live in
years
NOLA,
ago.
when you live in NOLA, man, you get it in your veins, get to your blood.
All right. Well, that concludes episode 7, Coast to Coast. Everybody, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.
All right, peace and BL.